What's it, Brian? Yes.
Hello guys, this is my first video, so excuse like the bad quality and like, yeah, but today I'm going to be doing some back to school hairstyles, and I know it's past back to school season, but like, don't really know what else to film because, yeah, so let's just get on with the video. Okay, so the first hairstyle is a half up, half down bun, and I'm just brushing my hair because, you know, you need to have smooth hair for the hairstyle, and I'm just going to put it up into a half up, half down, but just like not tie it there, just hold it there, and then I'm going to form it into like a bun shape and then tie the hairband around that instead of doing it into like a half up, half down ponytail and then turning it into a bun, you know what I mean? Then I'm just going to take out some pieces of hair on the front because I have a weird hairline, and yeah, that's the hairstyle, and I used to wear this all the time for school and I love it so much. So the next hairstyle is a fancy fishtail. I didn't know what else to call it, and it's actually not a fishtail, but you'll see. It's just, I'm taking these hairbands, which is the only small hairbands I actually own. I'm going to take two pieces from the front of my head and tie them underneath my chin. As you can see, I actually have some layers in the front, so it will be quite hard for me to finish it because I have like short layers in the front and then like long layers in the back, because I have quite thick hair, so. Then you just want to try and flip it over, and I had some troubles getting it over my chin and my ears because it gets stuck, but you want to be quite careful to not like kind of take out the hairbands when you're flipping it over. But then the end result is so pretty. It's by far one of my favorites. I love it so much. The front looks really elegant, and then the back is just amazing, and it looks like you spent so much time on it. This next one is more of a hair hack, and it's how to get your hair in a bob. A bob is just a really short haircut coming up to your shoulders. What I'm doing is I'm putting the hair ribbon underneath my hair and around, and then I'm just going to tie kind of a knot and then bring it all the way down to the bottom. And I had to kind of help my hair like fold it in because, yeah, I have quite thick hair, so it's hard, but then you just want to tie a bow at the top, and you might look a bit like Dora, but this next one is a Dutch twist, and the reason why I say Dutch twist is because it's not a Dutch braid, it's just using two pieces of the hair. So yeah, I'm just going to take two pieces in the front and then start twisting the front one over the back one. You can do it either way, but I just prefer to do it the front over the back, and then you keep doing that. The one nearest to your face, you keep going over the other one and adding hair to that back one that you crossed over. It sounds really complicated, but it's actually quite an easy look, and here I just put it in a ponytail, but you can also wear it in a plait, and yeah. On the other side, I just twisted the two ends and twisted it around itself so it wouldn't unravel when I tie it at the end. Then I just popped it into a bun, and that's the bun side and the plait side. This next hairstyle is double mini braids. I didn't know what else to call it, but it is not dino braids. It's just a really simple hairstyle that I love and I used to wear all the time to school. I'm just taking one piece of hair on one side in the front, and I'm just going to plait that And I did the other side off of camera, and here you can see me just tying the two behind my head. And because I have quite medium length hair, the ends are quite short, so I add a little bit of hair from the back of my head to make it like appear longer. This is the finished look, and I think it looks so elegant and I love it. For this next hairstyle, it's a half up, half down, but with an accessory. It's another plain look, but this is the look I'm going for, like, you know, to just have plain hairstyles that are good for beginners. Here I just put in like a flower, and it's so nice, and it's probably good for toddlers, and I think it looks really good. This next one is a half up, half down with a bow, and I just put in like a makeup brush, but you can use a pencil or a pen or anything through the top of a half up, half down. And then you just want to take a piece from one side of the hair. It doesn't have to be big. I use just a small piece and bring it round the brush like I'm doing here, and then bring it to the middle of the half down. And then you want to do the same to the other side and keep doing that over and over again. I actually did this in a ponytail version on my sister. I put up some pictures here, and I just clipped the plait underneath her head, and I think it really looks nice in a ponytail version too. Then again, I'm just putting in a little flower on the bottom and the top. I also just added a little bow because I feel like this is another like look for toddlers, because it's just a really cute hairstyle. This next one is also really simple. It's just a casual fishtail braid on both sides. So I'm just splitting my hair down the middle, which is my parting, and tying off one side. Then I'm just going to split in half the other side of my hair, and I'm going to take a bit from the front and just hide it behind the other ear so I can have pieces of hair in the front. And I'm just going to do a fishtail braid. If you don't know how to do it, I just take like a small piece from each side and bring it to the middle of the other side. So from the right side to the left, and from the left side to the right. I like to tie my fishtail braids about 3/4 of the way down, because I feel like it gives it a really nice look. And then I'm just taking out those two pieces of hair I left out earlier, and I think this look looks so nice. This next look, I have to say I wore the most in school. It's just a really simple twisted ponytail look. So I'm just putting my hair up in a half down, then putting a little gap in the section above the hairband, and then folding the hair through. You can leave your hair like this or carry on like I did. So I'm just taking some more hair and tying it to the back of my head, and we're going to do the same thing as the first piece. And then just repeating that step one more time. If your school is really strict and you have to have all your hair up, then I recommend putting in a little ponytail like I'm doing here, and the look still looks absolutely amazing. Over here is just a nice ponytail that I did the same thing with, just to jazz it up. The next look is a fancy half up, half down twist, and I didn't wear this look to school, but I did love to do it in my free time, and I'm just taking 2 twists and twisting it around the back of my head, and I did this 4 times, 2 on each side, and tied them together. Sometimes I would leave this look here, and as you can see it still looks really nice, but if you want to go a bit more extra, then you can take 2 more pieces from the back of your head, tie them together with those 2 twists. And then you can just fray out the edges. Do the same again to the bottom, but using thinner pieces, and this time don't connect it to the last piece you did. And I'm just fraying out those pieces again. And that is the finished look. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Comment down below if you'd like to see more hair tutorial videos like this. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Bye!